All right, they're not alive. All right, guys. So in this video, we're going to cover the position you want to be in. And in case I started too soon, I'll do it one more time. Hi, guys. In this video, today we're going to cover when you are on your back, the best position that you can be in. It's called the guard position. So if I'm on my back, Coach Ethan is on top, my legs are going to be around the outside of my partner. I cross my feet. A common mistake you'll see most of the kids make is they're lazy with their legs. Sometimes they'll even say, oh, they're too big, I can't cross my feet. If I lift my hips up, it's easy for me to cross my ankles. So your hips are going to be off the ground just a little bit. Now, from this position, the guard position, what makes this so much better for me when I'm on my back is if he's trying to put his weight on me to squish me, I have my legs and my arms to keep his weight off of me. If he's trying to punch me with his hands, I have my arms to defend with. I can also use my legs to defend with. And then even if I want to do some kicking and striking, it gives me some other options. So the advantage to the guard is I have my arms and my legs against his arms. So it's 4 against 2. Even though it's a funny looking position, we'll switch to the side again. Even though it looks a little funny, when I'm on my back, this is actually the easiest way for me to protect myself. So the first thing that I want to do, if he does punch me from this position, even if I'm blocking, these are going to be strong punches because he has distance and he has power. So instead of having this distance, I'm going to use my legs, I'm going to sit up, and I'm going to bring him as close to me as possible. I'll do the same thing on the other side. The closer he is, now if he's hitting me, it's hard to hit me with this arm. He can still hit me with the other, but this isn't going to knock me out. It's not going to end the fight. This punch might knock me out. So I want to keep him close. This way he's not able to hurt me. So any of the techniques we do from our back, from the guard position, are based off this principle, 4 against 2, using our arms and legs against their arms, and also keeping our partner close to us so it's difficult for them to punch us, difficult for them to hit us. So we'll change angles again. So that's the main reason for the guard position. So one of the first techniques that we show the kids from the guard is if my partner has their hands on the floor. Number 1, he's making a mistake. We'd never want to have our hands on the floor when we're on top. We want to either have them on our partner's shoulders or biceps or on their stomach or their hips, but we always want our hands on our partner, not on the floor. If he does make this mistake and put his hands on the floor, I'm going to use my hand on the same side. I'm going to grab his wrist. My opposite foot goes to the floor. This makes it easier for me to sit up. When I sit up, I'm going to grab my own wrist. In the kids' class, this is where we stop. All we're trying to teach them is how to grab a wrist, opposite foot to the floor, sit up. Because now from this position, I'm controlling this arm, so if he wants to hit me with this arm, it's going to be very difficult. He can try to hit me with the other arm, but again, he's not in a position where he's really going to do a lot of damage to hurt me. So for our teen and our adult students, we show them how to finish the move. Once I have my grip, I'm moving my hips, I'm turning to the side. Now I'm in position that when I twist, he's tapping because he feels it in his shoulder. If he doesn't tap, I'm either going to dislocate or break his shoulder. We don't teach the kids that because we don't want them to hurt anyone, but I do want them getting the muscle memory. So from here, all we have to do is teach them 2 more steps and they'll be able to finish. So this is called the Kimura. I grab the wrist, opposite foot down, sit up. I'm locking my hands together. So I have 2 hands against 1. And this is the position where the kids stop. Grab the wrist, opposite foot to the floor, sit up, 2 hands against 1, back to the center. We'll turn just to give them a different angle. So grab the wrist, opposite foot. When I sit up, you'll notice my hips slide back just a little bit, so now it's easier for my arm to reach and my body to sit up. Other side, I grab the wrist, opposite foot to the floor, sit up, and I lock. So I have my 2-on-1. The 2-on-1 is important Because if my partner's stronger than me, go and get your arm out, Coach Ethan. He's stronger than me, but I'm able to control his arm because I'm keeping it close to my body and I'm using 2 hands. Again, to finish, I move my hips out and now I slowly move the arm back. All right, so that's our basic Kimura from the guard. Now make sure if you are practicing finishing the shoulder lock, don't wait for pain. When you feel like your arm is at its limit for its range of motion, that's the time to tap. That way, if you wait for pain, you can make small tears to your shoulder, and that's not something we want to do. All right, guys, make sure you practice safely. Kimura from the guard.